Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly review of my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. Balance on the account is $190,194.56. I am officially less than $10,000 towards the $200,000 milestone. Oh my goodness, I hope I reach that amount. Now, this balance is a huge increase from last week, so we're going to go through how did I make that happen. But it's really, really nice to see the portfolio in the 190s because again, I am so close to 200. I really hope I get there by December of this year. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the performance for the past week. So overall, it's showing the portfolio was up $1,151.22, but it really wasn't. They're counting the dividends that haven't yet paid out. So this is actually not correct. So I'm not going to talk through like how much it's up and like how much each of the holdings are up. I'm going to talk more high level. And then after I go through the activity and we look at the recap, you'll see the actual amount that it went up. But let's see. So again, that's the balance. I have three holdings. The first is VU, which is the S&P 500. Then we have SCHD, which is a dividend ETF. And then we have QQQM, which tracks the NASDAQ 100. Now, what I want to say here is that I did go ahead and change the portfolio allocation for a couple of the holdings. So VU, for example, I originally had that holding, like the target percentage at 79, but you see here, I brought it down to 69. And it's currently 62.6% of the portfolio. So I'm almost there. And then SCHD, I originally had the target amount for 20%, but I bumped it up to 30%, and it's currently 36.5% of the portfolio. So essentially, VU is going to keep on going up, and SCHD is going to keep on going down from a portfolio percentage perspective as I continue to make in deposits and invest. And then QQQM, I'm keeping at 1% because while I'm happy she's now part of the portfolio, I'm not yet 100% like super invested in her yet, but I definitely will get there. And the plan is to increase the percentage of QQQM over time. So I'm feeling good about this new percentage. I do think like essentially a 70-30 split between VU and SCHD is good. And of course I can always adjust as life happens and I get a different point of view. So let's go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week, because this is where you're going to be just shocked with the amounts. So as we see here, on September 23rd, I put in $9,900. Then later that day, on September 23rd, I put in another $4,000. Same day, I went in, put in another $100. September 23rd again, put in another $100. So for the past week, I put in $14,100. That's a huge amount of money. And if you're wondering where did $14,000 come from, you can check out my emergency fund video, but I did essentially I completely depleted my emergency fund, took all the money out of there and invested it. Now, I know that's controversial because the emergency fund is meant for emergencies, and investing in a taxable brokerage account, while important, it's not an emergency. But I don't know, I think something just overcame me and I just got really anxious and I just wanted to get this portfolio to 200,000, and I did it. I know I as I was doing it, I was just like, why are you taking your emergency fund? Leave your emergency fund alone. But this is where all the money came from. So my emergency fund is essentially depleted and I'm starting from scratch there. So again, you can check out that video if you want to learn more, see where I am and what I plan to do for that. But yes, this is where we are. On September 27th, you see here the Q3 dividend for QQQM. got paid out to me, and I got $2.02. So very low, but I just started investing in QQQM, so completely fine with that. The Q3 dividend for VU and SCHD will get paid out over the next couple days, so we'll talk through those when they actually get paid out. But this is what happened the last week, so a lot, essentially. Now, if we just go ahead and look at the recap, you'll see here I started the week at $175,939.13. And then I put in 14,100, and then there was a market gain of $155.44. This is what I was referring to when I said the 1,000 plus that it was shown is not accurate because it's counting dividends that haven't yet been paid out. This is what I earned this past week. So as you can see, very minimal. So the real reason why my portfolio is at the balance now is because of that huge $14,000 deposit that I put in. And that's that there. And then if we just go ahead and look at the holdings, so overall the portfolio is up 12.48% or $21,104.13. VU is up 11.79% or $12,577.05. SCHD is up 13.89% or $8,470.29. And then QQQM is up $56.79 or 3.88%. Now, I did also hear the really great news about SCHD and the stock split. I believe it's 3-for-1 or 3-to-1. So I'm really looking forward to seeing my SCHD shares significantly increase. As you see here, right now I have 824 shares of SCHD, so it should be like over 2,000 shares. I believe it's starting October 10th. That split is going to happen, so I'm looking forward to it. I love SCHD, and I do want to start investing in it again. That's another reason why I upped the percentage in terms of SCHD, because I do want to start putting money in it. It's been a while since I've actually invested money into SCHD because I've been trying to build up my VU balance in the portfolio, which I still think is the right decision. I'm going to continue on that, but as you see, I'm very close to now getting to the new percentage for VU in the portfolio. So once I hit that, then money will start going towards SCHD, because now the stock price will also split by 3. So I think it's going to be like $20-something, right? It's $84.26 now. So I think it's $20-something. All right. So that is that. In terms of deposits for next week, I do have, $852.03 going in. 850 of this is money that I've put in, and then the $2.03, that's the QQQM Q3 dividend that I showed you before. That's what's going in. And based off my current portfolio allocation, $633.84 of that will go into VU, and then $218.19 will go into QQQM. So we'll review that in next week's video once that actually trades. The other question that I got on I think it was last week's video, is whether or not this account is margin. No, it's not margin. So M1 Finance, it's so annoying, but there's no way to remove like the margin option off of your account. I honestly think they have it there because they're hoping somebody will like accidentally hit it. But as you see here, no, I don't have any margin on my account at all. The balance on the account is 100% like cash investments that I've accrued over a couple of years. So just wanted to clarify that, like, none of this is borrowed money. This is all my money. All right, so that is the update for this week, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.